Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, going to give all glory, honor, praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Shemar HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Alright, just finna get into this quick. It's finna be a quick hit, alright? On basically how Texas is, bucking up against the U.S., alright? Biden's basically, telling them take down them wires, so the immigrants to come in, safely or whatever. But Texas, they want to do their own thing. All right, they want to put the bars back up so they could, keep Texas safe, basically. All right, and Texas is using their National Guard to do that. All right.
So could happen between is setting up fences.
Just gonna play a little bit of this. All right.
So these federal borders look like a civil war between Texas and the U.S. border because it's starting to look like a civil war between Texas and the U.S. The Texas governor is going against federal mandates to protect and defend Texas from the southern invasion of migrants. And even though federal border patrol has been going around removing wires set up by Texas, the governor has now mobilized the Texas National Guard to set up even more. So now for the first time ever, there's a border standoff between the U.S. and Texas. And what's interesting is that Texas used to be an independent state, and as someone from Texas, you see a lot of Texas flags, and some probably want it to still be a country. And this border situation may be what tips it over, because a few weeks ago when 3 migrants drowned while trying to cross the Rio Grande River, the Supreme Court granted a request from the Biden administration to remove these wires set up by Texas to allow immigrants to cross the border safely. And now the situation is escalating because the Texas National Guard is setting up fences so these federal border patrol agents can't cut any more wires. And the Texas governor is blaming Biden for relaxing on immigration and not performing his constitutional duties to execute immigration laws enacted by Congress. And so for the first time in 70 years, a state governor is defying the authority of the federal government, not just with words, but with implications of force. So if the Texas governor is able to persuade the Supreme Court that states should have a greater role in border access, it could have an unprecedented shift in how U.S. borders are controlled in the future. Or a civil war could happen between Texas and the U.S. I'll be following this story in my newsletter this Thursday.
All right. So yeah, we witnessing the downfall of Babylon the Great, America, aka America. All right, this is the start of it, or not even the start, but this is things is gradually happening to America for it to fall. All right, and this is big right here. All right, Texas against America, and this is civil war. All right. This is Civil War, real quick. This is Mark 3 and 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. All right. And this is Esau's kingdom right now. America is Esau's kingdom. All right. And you see, through the Texas and America situation, is divided against itself. All right. So that means that kingdom cannot stand. All right. America's fighting other wars out here. All right. And involved in other wars. All right. So that's going to be easier. America's going to be an easy sweep. All right. America's already fighting against itself, and then they got enemies, outside of America. So the enemy's gonna be like, "Damn, these niggas fighting against themselves. Let's push in now, cause they weak. All right, they fighting against themselves. All right. So this kingdom is finna fall. All right. Let me get this in the NLT. Mark 3 and 24. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. All right, so hey, this kingdom divided by civil war, and that's what you're seeing. Civil war, that's civil war. All right. And real quick, let me get this word civil meaning in Google. I'm getting on my computer, that's why y'all can't see it. And it says, relating to ordinary citizens and their concerns as distinct from military or ecclesiasticals, so like I can't say this word, matters. It says, so yeah, So relating to ordinary citizens, all right? So these are ordinary citizens that are fighting against each other, all right? The government against the government, all right? And, this is, we're witnessing the fall of America right here, all right? You see it right here, and this is Yahweh Shai. All right, Mark 3:24, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse, all right? It says will, all right? So, we're almost out this bitch, all right? America's finna fall soon. And I'm gonna get one more scripture, all right? It's like I gotta remember where it's at. It's like, give me a second. All right, this is second. Okay, I passed it. Second Ezra 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. Actually, I'm gonna start at 15. Second Ezra 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right. This is part of the Civil War. All right. People fighting against each other with guns. That's the modern day sword. All right. Texas finna go at it with America. All right. And it's gonna be more states too that's gonna take on the side of Texas. All right. It's gonna be more. All right. And it's going to be all out civil war out here, all right? For there shall be sedition among men, all right? Let me get that word sedition, for edification's sake. All right, sedition, and it means the crime of creating a revolt, disturbance, or violence against lawful civil authority with the intent to cause its overthrow or destruction, all right? So let me read that again. The crime of creating a revolt, disturbance, or violence against lawful civil authority, right? Civil war between Texas and America. Texas is creating a revolt or disturbance, all right? All right. So back in 2 Ezra 15:16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, right? It's going to be invading one another, because, the lack of bread out here, the lack of necessities out here, all right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right? All right, so the course of their actions, it's going to be all out chaos out here, all right? They're not going to regard their kings or princes, all right? Meaning you presidents, government, senators, things of that nature. All right, because it's gonna be all out bad out here. It's gonna be total, chaos out here. So they're not gonna regard their kings nor princes because they're gonna be like, U.S. citizens stay in your house, but the citizens don't have nothing to eat, so they gonna be out here trying to survive instead of listening to the president or some shit. All right. It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, right? They not going, the course of their actions, right, is going to stand in their power. So nothing's going to be able to stop them, basically. All right? Them breaking into a crib, a house, to get some necessities, all right? Nothing's going to be able to stop them, all right? So, yeah. Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. Gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh, double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone. All right, shalom.